I'm not giving Microsoft a golf clap or gold medal for something they're supposed to do. They made a mess. It's their job to clean it up. Those who don't know what I'm talking about, Microsoft apologizes to the fans in the gaming community, video game community, for the Xbox Live Gold subscription price hike. Yeah. So you better look elsewhere, Microsoft. I'm not hating on them at all, but don't expect me to give you praise when you know what you're supposed to do. You messed up. You changed it. Move forward. That's it. Sony are going to release a PlayStation 2 theme within the PlayStation 5 console later this year. I saw the images of it. It looks pretty sweet. It looks a lot better than that Seto Kaiba PlayStation 5 theme, whatever they got going. It just looks awful. A new Assassin's Creed game coming out in 2022. I read an article somewhere, and rumor has it it's supposed to be takes place in India or China. Fans just want to see a feudal Japan. They've been starving for that franchise for a long time. They can always play Ghost of Tsushima. So, and that also gives Ubisoft time to work on Assassin's Creed Valhalla and address the serious issues, like the bugs and the glitches, the game-breaking things where they can't progress the game further. So, especially that death loop videos that I've seen within that game. Come on, Ubisoft, what are y'all doing? Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village is coming out on May 7th of this year. It looks pretty good. It kind of reminds me of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I think the difference, it's going to be witches, vampires, and werewolves in that upcoming new game. It's supposed to come out on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, X, PC. I don't know about Nintendo Switch. It should. And one of the voice actresses, I think it was Jeanette Maus, Maus. If I mispronounce her last name, I truly apologize. Sadly, she passed away this past Sunday. She was dealing with colon cancer. She was also dealt with Crohn's disease, and she was tested positive to COVID-19. I mean, she got hit with a 3-hit combo. I mean, it was just truly awful. So rest in paradise to that woman, and condolences goes out to the family and friends and colleagues and people who knew her best. Ubisoft is massive, the developers of Tom Clancy's Division games. They're working on a new Star Wars video game since EA lost the exclusive license, which is great. But part of me feels that I'm worried for Star Wars video games, especially for Ubisoft, because how they've been making their games lately, open world, where it's super, super big to the point where it'd be too doggone long. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, for another example. So we'll see what Star Wars video game from Ubisoft, what they bring to the table. Call of Duty news, they've been talked about. There's supposed to be like a content coming out next month for the Zombies Firebase Z. A map called Express from Black Ops 2 coming into Cold War, which I think that's a stupid idea. I just want to see brand new maps. I don't want to see rehashed maps. I don't care if they're classic. I don't care. This is why I'm starting to go away from Black Ops Cold War. I might end up uninstall the game after I get done playing it, because it's like they're not bringing anything new to the table. It's just rehashing. No one who asked for rehashing old maps. Seriously. I mean, yeah, they had a new map, Sanatorium, the Fireteam Dirty Bomb. It's cool. I like the map, but I don't love it because it's just way too big. The Pines map, it's a new map. Don't like it. Too small, too crampy. And I knew it was going to be a SMG shotgun map. I knew that was coming. and there is a DMR 14, Type 63, Mac 10 weapons being nerfed. I did not see it at all. In fact, I still get deleted more by the DMR 14 and the Mac 10 than any other weapons will, besides the MP5. So Treyarch don't know what they're doing in terms of weapon balances. Seems like they're no different than Infinity Ward. So, and then you got to deal with the hacking and the cheating and then Warzone. That's where everybody has complained the most, as they should. They want to play the game without having to deal with that nonsense. So, G4 brings back Attack of the Show and X-Play, which I knew that was going to happen. So therefore, it will be Kevin Pereira and Olivia Munn back on AOTS, and Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb coming back to X-Play. And I want to see what else they bring to the table for G4. I want to see Arena. I want to see G4TV.com show. I want to see Semiatech. Give me something. I want to see G4 TV and Ven competition. I want to see it happen. Summer 2021, this year, this summer is going to be where all the cool kids say it's going to be lit. It's going to be on fire. I mean, shoot, it has to be better than it was last year. So, then, in the world of Hollywood, movies, Coming to America sequel is coming to Amazon Prime Video on this March. Good grief, it's like less than 2 months away. With Arsenio Hall, Eddie Murphy. I need to see that movie. It's going to be rated PG-13. What else? Marvel Studios' Black Widow has been delayed again, and they pushed out the timeline for how long the movie is going to be. It's 2 hours and 13 minutes, according to GameSpot. GameSpot, not GameStop. I don't know when G.I. Joe, Snake Guy's G.I. Joe Origins comes out. It's supposed to come out later this year, so I'm looking forward to that actor named Andrew Koji, which he's going to be playing as Storm Shadow. I want to see him, how he plays as Storm Shadow. I want to see it. I want to see him how he does. But I'm going to say this: if Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins is no better, if not worse than the first two movies, especially The Rise of Cobra, ooh, I'm going to roast that movie. But if it's phenomenal, better than those two movies, especially with Rise of Cobra and Retaliation, nothing but praises from me. Believe that. And a little serious news, you had some Soho Karen lady named Miya Ponsetto was arrested last month due to the whole, the story of her going to the hotel, accusing a black teenage boy, stealing her phone, putting her hands on him, tackling him, then getting on national TV news with CBS's Gayle King and accusing the dude and accusing the father of roughhousing her, pulling her hair, this, that, and the third, when he's trying his damnedest to protect his son from a crazy lady. Anytime a woman, a 22-year-old young lady, wears a baseball cap, says daddy, I can only think of a couple things. She's a freak. She's into adult films, aka porn. That's all I can think of. She's a freak. And she has a little criminal record. And I heard that her mama was the same way as her. Like mother, like daughter. Wonderful. So, NBA season looks pretty interesting. The NFL Super Bowl 55 is going to be interesting. Deshaun Watson wants out of Houston Texans. You have the new GM and the new head coach saying, he ain't going nowhere. They no, we ain't trading him. We're going to make it work. blah, 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 blah. And Deshaun Watson, he ain't trying to hear that. He ain't trying to hear all that noise. And it's weird to me. They're using a black coach or a black man to clean up the mess that the management or the ownership made. It's just sad. So, with that, what's your thoughts? I'm out.